Sort these African countries by their northernmost point, starting with the furthest north. Certainly feels like Libya would be the furthest north. After that, things get a little complicated. Let's start with, so Senegal is north of everything else here. I think Cameroon comes next. And then I think it's Kenya, Rwanda, Zimbabwe. Oh! Oh, you didn't fucking know that, did you, you motherfucker? That's some knowledge you can't get from a book. You can only get that from playing geographical-based trivia games 3 out of 5 days every week. I did, but I didn't expect you to get it. I'm the streamer, you're the chatter, so you should expect more out of me than I expect out of you. But the Buddha taught us that expectation is the root of all pain, and that's facts. So, I guess we both got an axe to grind. Sort these talk show hosts by when they were born, starting with the most recent. Okay, youngest individual here must be Kelly Clarkson. She's probably 6 years older than me, if I had to guess. After that, it gets very interesting. I definitely think Oprah's the oldest. So we got a muddy middle here. Ellen is, she had a famous sitcom in her late 20s or 30s in the mid-1990s, which would make her about 60 years old. I think Conan O'Brien is a little bit older. Conan was like 30 when, it's really tough. I'm gonna do that. Jimmy Kimmel was like 40 when he was on The Man Show in 2000, but that doesn't make sense because then he would be like damn near 75 years old. Drew Barrymore was in E.T. in like 1975 when she was 9. All these people were born in the same year. All these people were born in 1968. Am I insane? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I can't believe that Ellen is only 4 years younger than Oprah, man. Oprah's been on the air for like 40 years. Ellen is like 3 or 4 years away from her comeback. Let's start with some obvious things. First should be more common than second. I think it's going to be first most common. I do feel like it's going to be second after that. Honestly, I like it as is. I put maple above it, but I like it. I like it as is. Oh shit. Second more common than first. Who would have thought? How could that be? How can that be true? How can that be true that there's more seconds than firsts? Oh, because a lot of cities call it Maine. I wasn't thinking about the negative space. That's a nice little factoid, man. Sort these continents by area, starting with the largest. Let's start with a given. Asia is the biggest. Europe is pretty small. Antarctica is probably much smaller than Europe, if I had to guess. And then Africa, the only tough one, I think, I'm going to put Africa higher and then say it's because of the Mercator projection that I think it could even be close. And then South America, Europe. Let's keep it as is. Europe smaller than Antarctica. Okay, still pretty good. We take those. No shot. North America's huge. Not as woke as I am. Sort these U.S. Army ranks by their precedence, starting with the highest. All right, so general is the highest. And then I feel like a major is like pretty high. I feel like a colonel's also really high. And then I feel like a first lieutenant ain't all that special. Then I feel like corporal, sergeant, it's like you're like in charge of some dudes. You're in charge of some dudes who are in charge of some dudes. You're in charge of a lot of dudes. You're in charge of like many groups of a lot of dudes. You're in charge of like 1/8 of the whole fucking army. And then you're in charge of like a quarter of the army. Fuck, I wasn't even fucking close. Holy shit. Never mind, I got it. Sort these sports-related numbers from highest to lowest. The number of minutes in an ice hockey power play after a major penalty is 5. The minimum number of games in a single set of tennis is 6. The maximum number of rolls in the final frame of 10-pin bowling is 3. The number of goals someone scored in soccer if they have a brace, that's got to be 2, right? There's 4 men's majors in golf every year, and you have like 23 seconds to no. You have a few seconds to advance the ball past half court. This 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, maybe 7, 8. It's that easy. 8 seconds to advance the ball past half court. This was a pretty easy one if you're a jock like me. Sort these sports balls by their diameter, starting with the largest. Okay. The smallest ball is a pickleball. After a pickleball, a softball is big, but it's not as big as any of the others. Now, here's where things get interesting. A volleyball is smaller than a basketball by a little bit, by a decent amount. I think a basketball is definitely small. A bowling ball in diameter versus a volleyball. It's definitely here or here. I think it's here. Shit. Swap them. If I may, these are really close. 8.4 inches in diameter versus 8.6 versus 9. That's tough, man. That is pretty tough. 2 centimeters difference in diameter. 0.5 centimeters difference in diameter is crazy. Sort these board games by their all-time sales. Am I crazy to think, even though nobody really talks about Trivial Pursuit, it's the best-selling board game of all time? I have no idea what these are going to be, to be honest with you. Monopoly, obviously, is really popular. I feel like maybe Pictionary is the least popular because you just need like a piece of paper to play it. You don't really need all the accoutrements. Scrabble or Candyland? I think Monopoly's... Let's just do it. We'll do a binary search. What's more popular, Monopoly or Risk? Probably Monopoly. I feel like Risk has a reputation for being 3 hours long, which is actually going to put it like right there. I think it's this. Oh, fuck. That's really hard. It's 100 million people out there who got Trivial Pursuit, huh? Sort these movies by their release date, starting with the latest. I love you. I can kiss you right now, Disorderly. I'm calling it, okay? So Meet the Parents is from 2000. Brokeback Mountain is 03. No, 05. The Notebook is 04. Inception is 2010. Avatar was just before. This is summer 2010. This is winter 2009. Happy Feet was 06. Right there. Call it. Lido. Oh, do you know what I'm talking about? It's that easy. It's not. It's a joke. This is a joke to me when you give me something. You could have given me 100 movies. We would have gotten them all. There's 2 different things to consider here. One is how popular a show was relative to other shows at its time. The other one is that TV used to be like the only thing that people could do. And then it's fallen off bigly. So I think MASH definitely had the most viewers. And then I think Seinfeld... Friends and Seinfeld are going to be close. Now, the rest of them are on premium cable. I feel like it's possible Game of Thrones cleared Breaking Bad, and The Sopranos is really popular, man. I'm going to send it like that. Okay, fair. Dude, that's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. And also, you guys, I know because I know you're fucking id. I know you're id. Obviously, Friends is going to be more popular than Seinfeld. It's aimed at general audiences instead of like cerebral comedy enjoyers. No, man. No, everyone was watching Seinfeld. No one said that. You were thinking it. I know you were thinking it. You were thinking worse equals more popular no matter what. Well, obviously that's not true because Game of Thrones is at least 50% better than Breaking Bad. And look at that, it's more popular. Sort these capital cities by the population of the country they're in, starting with the largest. Okay. Well, Reykjavik, the country of Iceland, is like 200,000 people. And then Dhaka is Bangladesh, which has like 280 million people. Sana'a, what are you? You are somewhere in Africa. I don't remember where. Feel like Belgium has like 8 million people, which I think is going to be less than Vietnam. I think Vietnam's going to have more than Bogota, and I think I'm going to send it like that. Maybe I'm not putting enough respect on Bogota. Maybe I'm not putting enough respect on Hanoi. Yemen. Not in Africa, by the way. But Colombia, 52 million people, huh? He's out of touch fodder. Sort these subscription services by their monthly cost, starting with the most expensive. I refuse to believe that Amazon Prime is not the most. And I think Adobe is second. And you're going to say, how would you know? I pay for an Adobe Photoshop subscription because I'm fucking stupid. Now, the thing is, a Photoshop itself, I'm pretty sure, is like $29.99 a month, but every single upgrade that you get for it and they push 1,000 on you is like another $100. But I think Amazon Prime is like $70 a month or something now. But you do get a free subscription. Can I say something? I'm going to take this off the screen so I'm not accused of table talk here. I'm sorry, I know times are tough. If your business is using Spotify to play music, can I just pay you like $4 extra for you to get a month of Spotify Premium? When I'm in the store and I hear the ads coming over the loudspeaker from Spotify, I'm like, you don't give a fuck about me, huh? You don't care about me at all. Like, I'm not trying to put my dentist on notice. I'm paying a lot of money to like basically be negged here. To be like, oh, you said you brush your teeth twice a day and you floss? Well, like, it doesn't really show. And then like every second song, I have to hear like an ad for them spending $3 to buy the fucking subscription so they don't have ads? So I think you're not that expensive. There's no way you can be more than Netflix. And then iCloud with 200 gigabytes of storage, I have absolutely no idea. I think you're like $10 a month. This strikes me as being $3 a month or $1,000 a month. I'm sending it like this. Okay. It's Adobe, Netflix, Amazon? Amazon Prime's $14.99 a month? I thought it was... Okay, first off, can I say something? I clocked the Adobe Photoshop price. Netflix, I don't know. Kate pays it.